Hello everyone, welcome to Cool Vibes Jam Session brought to you by Patsime Trust under the Jason Mpepo Little Theatre. My name is Kudzai Chengeza aka Kuku, and today I have this, I call them the terrible two. Okay, these are actually friends. So nasi atiskuita zvekuimba, nasi tiri kumboita zvino zvinzi zvemade anonzi matetembo kana zvenetembo. Okay, so I'm going to have these guys do their pieces. I'm going to give them the time to just, okay, first of all, they have to introduce themselves individually, because right now I'm going to introduce
That's the terrible two.
That's what you are.
Yeah, our individual selves. Okay, so
Alright.
Hi everyone, my name is Nobet Makoche, that is my name. I am a playwright and director by profession. Don't ask me what I'm doing on the poetry section. You don't want to know.
It's your life. It's
My
your life.
Yeah. So it's actually my first time doing poetry. It's been something that's been there pushing me. Go. There's been a voice that's been telling me, do it. This is for you. So I figured, let me just give it a try. But if I'm bad, please don't.
Yeah.
Just tell me what you do. Yeah. So I think that's it about me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Over to you, Mel.
So my name is Shemaine, I'm 22 and I'm an actress, an artist and a spoken word artist as well. I'm so happy to be here for the second edition of the Cool Jam Session. Thank you.
Yeah, they're very cool.
Nasi ndine ama 2000 Panama.
No, we're not that young. 2000.
We're close to it. We're not.
No,
Well,
no.
yeah, zvakangofanana. Okay, so before we get into your pieces,
Yeah.
can you tell me more about yourselves? I'll start with you this time.
Okay, it's fine.
Well, like I said before, I'm an actress, but I'm mainly focused on in theater, and I'm 22 years old, and I really have a passion for spoken word, because I feel like it is where a person can find a voice. If you're going through something, you can say it through a poem, and it can spread a lot of message of love and positivity around. So that's just a little bit about me.
Okay. Over to you.
Okay. Okay, like I said, I'm Nobet Makoche. I'm known as Nobet. Nikulele Bulawayo. Yeah, that's where I grew up. That explains the Ndebele.
Yeah,
But I'm Shona by birth and by roots and by everything. Even by looks. The remove.
Okay, you said, wait. Wait a minute. You said your name is?
Nobet Makoche.
And you're from?
No, ndakakurira kubulawayo but ndiri muofu wangu.
Oh.
Yes, I'm Shona. I'm very, very, very Shona.
Yeah.
And I'm actually good in Shona.
Because I'm Makoche and Ndebele.
Okay, so I'm actually an actor and writer and director. I've been mainly focused on theater. Now I moved to Harare because of my passion. Yes.
I see.
Now I am here to extend that into poetry.
Alright. Okay, as for me, in poetry, I don't really understand it. So nasi imimi ndimichaita kuti ndizwisisa kuti poetry inenge ichiita nezvechaizvo. Okay, so we go on to your pieces. Who wants to start first?
Yes, to start.
Okay, fine. I'll start.
Okay.
So the first piece that I have for you, it just goes back to my childhood. Back Koblawa and Kolelenketa, by the way. So it's called Take Me Back. It's just me missing my childhood. So yeah, here it goes. Take me back. Take me back to those days where we would sit estichini lamajens, slega mankazana bedlala amadobe. Back to those days when I didn't need to look at myself twice or clear my throat when she was passing by. take me back to those days lapho esasidrayiva khona izidina egasi singabi le ndaba when Dad was my best friend and perfume and deodorant sasingabazi. I want to go back to when having this faded haircut was not a necessity. Well, just go and sit kubaba angichaya umbaba then let lama gents stop sanikwili. I want to go back to when having one pair of sneakers was enough. Before the fillers and the air forces of the world came into existence. You see, ngifuna ukubuyela emuva before TikTok labo Instagram determined ukuthi ngubani outcast. Ngicela ningibisele emuva. I just want to go back, please. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Kudzidza. But you know what?
Yeah.
Pane mapatsa ndanchimisa pane zvamamchita ndati but then shaya magwili you know, I didn't really get that.
Okay, so I'll explain for everyone.
Okay.
So I said umpabanga. Umpabanga is going bald, like your head kugera suda.
Oh.
That's what we call umpabanga. So back then when we were kids, Munaita kagera suda would just sing a song where we just go umpabanga do because gwiri.
Alright.
Like a bald head, so it just reminded me of such percent about the looks and all. Because my head is very ugly, by the way. When when I was bald, we'd just laugh at each other with you don't be greedy. You see something like that, and then who driver is Dina. Congo driver to Dina. Yeah, that's
now it
what
makes sense.
Yeah, so I kind of missed that life, you know, before this whole denim jacket.
You know? Yeah, I can imagine right now time inoi. You know, isusu tichiri age edu tiri vadiki. Time inoi. I can imagine with this COVID-19 thing, what's happening muma streets, mu ghetto, you know? Vana vari kuita sei, because you know I saw this kaka picture kaingo darika pa WhatsApp. Kekuti imagine vana iva vanzi vadzokera kuchikoro. Then vakukomplena ECD. Uyanditolera mask yangu, uyandipfekera mask yangu, you know, you can't even control it. And because isusu tajaira the kind of environment iyo yekugeto, you know how it is. Now I can connect with your poem because now I understand everything that you were saying. Okay, beautiful piece. Right now we go over to you now.
So my piece
before the piece, just explain to me what inspired you to
write it. Well, I wanted to then talk about it after saying the piece so that you get, you know, the flow of the
okay.
piece.
Okay.
So I'll say the piece first and then we'll talk about it.
Okay, cool.
So this piece is entitled I Need Help.
Okay.
You're a definition of a player. See, when it comes down to you, you can tell me all the lies in the book and I will choose to believe you. You who has offered me nothing but misery and pain, but at the same time you have managed to keep me insane. Do you have any idea how many times I tried to get rid of you, and each and every time you come back and you laugh at me because you know how weak I am for you? Do you remember that day when I walked into that room? They all looked at me like I was strange, like I didn't belong, a druggie. If eyes could speak, believe me, I heard it all. The whispers, the laughters, the stares. So I left. I left to my room where I took you back from that bin which I had threw you into. And I took you and embraced you and inhaled you. And you filled me up with a glimpse of happiness. But you also left me with anxiety, depression, and no confidence. You make it difficult for me to leave you. Loving you the way I do, I find myself lost, counting the pace at which you keep my heart from skipping beats you have mastered in your SoundCloud. Clouded, I'm always blinded by your distress. I don't like what I am. I don't like what I've become. So I look for help, but I don't know where to go. You see, I've self-isolated myself from society for far too long that I'm self-guarded by these thoughts of stigma, that I always keep a social distance. I don't like what I've become. So once in a while, I look at myself in the mirror. I look at you, the things you've done to me. I know I need help. So I look at you, I throw you back into that bin. I'm ready to face it all, the fear, So when my body starts shaking, my heart starts racing, my mind is pacing, the only thing I can think about is my health. With the thoughts of, if maybe I scream, someone can hear me. And if someone can hear me, someone can help me. As darkness clouds my eyes, I take a deep breath and all I can do is scream, I need help. That's it.
Wow. Wow. That was a beautiful
That was
piece.
deep.
Right. Yes.
That was really deep. I
Woo.
felt it.
Okay, thank you so much for those beautiful pieces. Right about now, we're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back in a jiffy. Thank you. Welcome back to Cool Vibes Jam Session. In case you're wondering, okay, he's going to join us and we're going to have a session together. But before that, I'll have Charmaine explain about the piece she did before we went on a break.
Okay, so for the piece entitled I Need Help, I wrote it when I was going through a phase of distress and depression. I was just like questioning myself about my self-worth and all that. So at first it was a bit personal, then I discovered, no, let me make this about someone else and become their voice. This piece, as you can, as you heard, if you like, kind of it was about, it was about a person going through drug addiction and they're looking for help, but they don't know where to help, because you find like in our society, people who take drugs were like, how you doing bronco, but those guys are going through stuff, but we never really like sit down to talk about it. Let's discuss it. What's really going on with you? Because everyone looks for something to help them. Maybe and they get addicted to those things, but now I just and are addicted, and we don't really know even the rehab centers where I can go and get help. So for me, that's why I wrote this piece. Kind of when who is listening to this, they can actually realize, no, you're not going through this alone. We'll fight this and end this whole drug addiction and drug abuse together.
I tell you, it's deep. It is deep, really.
It was
deep.
very, very powerful, and I like the fact that you wrote about something that's actually happening and affecting us as the youth. You know, drug addiction is real.
It's real.
It is.
Very, very real.
Yeah. Okay.
I felt it.
Me too. Okay, and you? What else would you want to explain about the piece that you shared?
The piece that I shared, the first one. I think for the piece that I shared, for the first time, it's more of just us reminding people that it's good to be a child, you know, and just reminding myself of the things we let go of. Because when we are growing up, I just realized that there are things that I don't want to do this because I'm growing up, and there are actually things that you have to live and you have to adjust into this becoming a man or becoming a teenager, you see. So those stages are a bit tricky, some trip and fall and some go through, so it's just like, hey, let's talk about it.
And one thing I realized, too much TV, too much internet, it takes away you know, there's some things but the fact that technology ukamira wakadai ukafika wakadai, you know, now it matters, of which I'm actually glad mkoma wangu panapa vari kungoti inini ndiri inini, you know, vari kunji inspire, you know. Okay, mukoma mwenje, I don't know kana mchikwanisa kutipawo kana ka piece kamunogona kuti ridzirawo, and then we try to fuse with something with these guys, just try to work on something that's so impromptu. I know I didn't tell you guys, but you know, let's try and
Impromptu.
Yes. Can you just play something background, and then with anything that you think of, just, you know, just let's just flow with it. Trust me. Alright, zvekujumiwa zviya zvekuti chingotangai. just something. Okay.
Crying out loud, but it seems like no one can hear us. I said, I'm crying, please hear me. Hear me, oh please, I'm in pain. Maybe you don't want to look at me because of my color. I know I'm black, but I'm still human. I'm just like you in each and every way. I need food. I need education. I need to be treated like the human being I am. I said, hear me please. It's like I'm screaming out loud, but then the shade of my skin is covering up my voice. Is it a crime? Is it a crime being black? Please hear us out and treat us as human beings. So with this piece, when he was playing, I just thought of everything that's going on with the whole George Floyd thing in America, and I was just thinking about how us as black people, we have to have this burden just because of our skin color, you know. So I'm saying Black Lives Matter. Yeah. And let's speak out.
Okay. Oh, well. Do you have anything in mind?
Yeah, I think I have.
Okay.
What lies ahead of you. A distraction so masterminded by those who want to capture you. Captivity that befell on your ancestors, which led to the division of your nations. The sprouting of your children across the seas trying to make a living. They've led you to believe that for you to live, you need to leave. So you leave and they come away and take your lands, your diamonds and your seeds. Hey, black child, have you become so deaf that you can no longer hear the echoes of modern slavery? Dividing and conquering the strip of your way, your culture, your heritage, and your inheritance. Hey, black child, have you lost your sense of touch so much you don't know your worth? The wealth you look is the wealth that I've already given in you. Hey, black child, remember who you are. Remember your past. For history repeats itself. Before it was the gun before the Bible, but now it is the rifle before the Bible. Hey, black child, wake up from the slumber. Remember who you are. Remember who you are.
Wow. 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 That's deep. Wow. So, if I may ask, did you come up with that right now, or zvangoita coincidence kuti wasangana nazvo pano and you were working on something? Tell me about it, because trust me, it's deep.
What happened is I worked on it like last night. I was just like preparing, like Ngwenda Kujen session, let me just prepare something just in case. So with the music that he was playing and with the poem that Norbert did, it just kind of like synced and made sense. And with everything that's happening around us, people are questioning themselves, it's just a whole lot of issues going around. So I was like, I was inspired. I'm like, let me write this piece and develop it as it goes. So it's still a work in progress. Okay. That's why it's a bit short, because I like to do like long pieces. So yeah. That's just it.
And Shu, did you say that was your first pieces? The first one that you did.
Yeah.
You're actually venturing into poetry and...
Yes, it's actually my first time doing a poem.
Oh.
Yeah. So when you said impromptu, I was like,
Oh God. But then surprisingly, unozati, zvangoita like urimomo and you know, and thank you so much for the music. You know, gitara renyu munoriziva, munonyatsoziva kuti munotamba sei naro, handiti?
Kana nezvavaitawo zvatikasha mazi.
Handiti? Okay. So, ningasaririre. Inini mamuchingoita ko ininiwo. Hamudumbonzo kuti ndoita nezvei.
Mutochiudza kuti munoita nezvei.
Ndinoshaura.
You're a singer?
Yes. Okay. I'm going to just do one song. Namkoma Mwenje. All right. All right. Okay, let me just say something a little bit about this song. Okay, it's about heartbreak.
Ooh.
Yeah. Unoziva situation yekuti munhu anouya ukubhilivhisa.
Indi vari kuti believe.
Auya kuzokubhilivhisa iwe unenge watova kune imwe level. Ubva wati, but we are adults, aregere ungondiudza kuti tiri kuita mafanizi, you know? Tongofambira pa same level. Yeah, that's actually okay, let me start. All right. Hazvitsanangurike moyo wa uvevetedzaka wangu moyo wa uvevetedzaka hazvitsanangurike moyo wa uvevetedzaka wangu moyo wa uvevetedzaka waruchepesa rudo wangu moyo chipavurire ndatambanudza ruoko netariro yekuvaka wedu musha zvose ndakakupa pfungwa nemoyo ndakati ndokupa asi hazvimanikidzwe asingadi anenge asingadi wauvevetedzaka wangu moyo wauvevetedzaka iwo moyo wauvevetedzaka wangu moyo wauvevetedzaka hazvaigona here kuti undibudire pachena hazvaibvira here kuti unditaurire ndezvedambe izvi ndezvedambe aiwo ndezvedambe izvi ruchierera rudo ndezvedambe izvi ndezvedambe rure kwaive kutungana kwembudzi rure kwaive kutungana kwembudzi rure kwaive kutungana kwembudzi kuvaraidza nguva kuteya moyo neriva rure kwaive kutungana